When I say I'm cooking bacon and cabbage, people always ask me, isn't that a really old recipe? And it is, but classics are classics for a reason, and I love bringing them back. Now this one, we're doing no boiling, it's all about slow roasting. And when I say slow roasting, I mean really slow. 8 to 10 hours start to finish, so you can throw it in before work or even overnight, and you're gonna have a beautiful bacon dinner to finish.
Preheat your oven to 200 degrees. Take your bacon out of the fridge 30 minutes before cooking. Wrap the bacon in 3 layers of tin foil. And place on a baking tray. Add 1 cup of water. Place in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes. Then drop the oven to 80 degrees and cook for 8 hours.
That seems like it's gonna be in there a long time, but trust me, at 80 degrees, really slowly roasted, that's gonna be absolutely beautiful at the end. Oh, it's exactly where it should be after 8 hours. And while that's resting, all we need to do is get our cabbage and our parsley sauce.
Half your cabbage and heat a large frying pan.
Treat the cabbage like a piece of meat, so my tip is to just get it nice and brown on the flat side.
Season with salt and caramelize on both sides. Then place in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes.
I'm roasting this cabbage for no other reason than it tastes better than boiled cabbage. I'm gonna leave the cabbage for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna make the sauce.
Warm the milk to just above hand temperature. Season it heavily with salt, but be careful, don't boil it.
If we boil it, it will split.
Reduce the vinegar in a pot until it's almost gone.
Let it reduce right down.
Then add the butter and melt it. Followed by the flour. Cook the paste out over a high heat for 1 minute until it turns blonde.
Important we cook out that flour now so the finished sauce doesn't taste starchy.
While whisking, add the milk in stages until it's all used and a thickened sauce is formed. Remove this from the heat and finish it with the mustard, chicken stock pot, capers, parsley, and lemon juice.
The key to this is we have loads of the flavoured stuff in there, and the sauce itself is just to bind it all together. Sauce done, cabbage is ready. All we need to do is plate up.
Once the cabbage is rested, slice and serve.
I absolutely love that dinner. It's a classic for a reason. A few little extra touches make the difference. Nostalgia on a plate. Before this series went out, I sent out a message on all my social media channels to see what type of food-related questions you wanted answered. Turns out there were quite a lot of questions. So in every episode, I'm going to give it a go at answering them for you. So the first question is, I only ever seem to buy my chicken kievs in the frozen aisle when shopping. Is there a simple way to make your own at home? Yeah, it's really easy, but I'm not gonna lie, there are a few steps. Making a beautiful garlic butter, prepping the chicken and choosing the right piece, and then getting that lovely golden crispy outside. And there's nothing like that feeling of cutting into your own homemade chicken kiev and seeing that garlic butter pouring out of it.
Start by making the garlic butter. Add the parmesan, garlic, and parsley. And give it a good mix. Put the butter in a plastic sandwich bag. Prep the chicken by removing the inner fillet.
And then any of that little sinew from the side or the white, you take that off as well.
Then make a cut along the side of the breast. Now be careful, don't pierce through it. It should be a hollow pocket. Fill the pocket with your garlic butter. Then brush the edges with some egg.
Really important that we make sure it's nicely sealed so that it doesn't leak out when we're cooking it. Time to start breadcrumbing, so we need 3 plates. 1, 2, 3. Now we just need to flour, egg, and breadcrumb, and then repeat the process again. As simple as that.
Get some plain oil in the pan. Then shallow fry the chicken for 5 to 6 minutes on each side.
Very important to manage that heat. This doesn't ooze, lads, we're going right back to the start of the recipe. That's how you make a homemade chicken Kiev.